Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the Small Business Series, sponsored by SJ Innovation. If you're in a small business and looking to implement AI into your day-to-day schedule, you're in the right spot. Today, we're going to explore Collab AI, the most robust multi-provider chat that we have to offer. So today, we're going to do an overview of Collab AI and see how we can set it up for small business. I'm going to start sharing the screen and take you guys on this journey with me. So, this is our platform, Collab AI. Now, we know that recently, especially in small businesses and, other mid to large size businesses, AI has been the buzzword. And here at SJI, we've created Collab AI just so that we can serve small businesses. Our goal is to provide this platform to small businesses so that they're able to keep private the most important aspect of any business, which is their data. With Collab AI, we have established complete data privacy while leveraging the power of LLMs. So to get started, you need to create an account at app.collabai.software. Once you've created an account, it should take no longer than 3 minutes. You can log in and you'll be greeted by our chat page. From here, as you can see, there's a few things already lined up here as I've been using my account day to day, every day, and it's saving me tons of time. Across our whole platform and our entire employee base, we're saving anywhere from 40 to 60 minutes per day, just incorporating various AI functions into our workflow. So to get started, the reason why Collab AI is the perfect tool for small businesses is because we provide you with the ability to customize your AI so that your AI knows exactly what's going on in your business and about you so that it can serve you better. Here you're able to edit all of these different fields. You're able to let Collab AI know your designation, your responsibilities, along with company information. And then let's move on to the customized chat beta. From the customized chat beta, you can see I've added a little bit of information here. And what this entails me to do is whenever I use this new chat function, I do not have to tell Collab AI any extra details. I can add these details about my organization right here. And what I'll do is I'll show you a better way. So that detail that I had incorporated earlier was lacking a lot of context. And one of the most important things about AI, to function properly, it needs context. So I've gone ahead and created a brand new context and role-based biography, and I'm going to paste that in here. So let's go over it a little bit. Let's elongate this box, and let's see. I've provided it with my name, my position, company, website, and location, along with my Calendly information. It has my company overview, and it has my role and responsibilities. So, as you can see, I've went ahead and taken my role, and I've sectioned it into smaller parts. And each of these smaller parts, I've then assigned a definition to, so that whenever I am expected to do a kind of work, or whenever I expect Collab AI to create a content for me, I no longer have to provide all of this background information. All of this background information now exists within Collab AI and will be able to facilitate me every single time that I'm using Collab AI new chat. Along with that, we also have a how would you like AI to respond to you section. And this is a great way to set up your AI so that it's able to, one, perfect a kind of tone that you really want, and two, keep consistency of that tone. So for me, I really need my AI to be able to respond in a professional manner. to be clear, concise, and also be able to offer breakdowns and summaries. So I'll just go ahead and put that in. As you can see, I've made sure to let it know that it needs to sound professional yet friendly, it needs to be clear, concise, and structured, and it needs to break down tasks and summaries. Along with that, I've also added this action for prioritizing action-oriented language and always aim for clarity. Assume I'm busy, so make responses efficient, but feel free to suggest helpful tools, shortcuts, or improvements when relevant. And adding in these details helps us a long way, because now, if I'm part of a small business, I've already done 70% of the work needed to teach the AI about what I do. I have given it my roles and overview. I've given it my company's overview, as well as the Calendly link, as well as my website, so that Collab AI can now use all of this information and give me the correct content that I need every time. Now that the information's been updated, we can also then go to our advanced settings, and these are things that we'll look at a future episode. For now, we want to focus on customizing Collab AI for the personal user. So I can go ahead and exit out of this screen because now all this data is saved. Let's test it out. Now, as you can see, the data and the context that we provided Collab AI in the account setup is now available for Collab AI and the OpenAI LLM to use right here in New Chat. As you can see, I've asked it, what is my role here at SJ Innovation? And very promptly, it's let me know that I'm a product manager, along with the various roles that we have. Okay, so now that it knows a little bit about me, how can we use this? How can we take this to the next level? So, it knows all this information about me. And let's say I'm a small business and I'm reaching out to a brand new client. Let's say and just like that, we can see that it took me perhaps 2 minutes to write this prompt, and Collab AI immediately gave me a really good email, it seems. It says, subject, introducing Collab AI, your privacy-centric AI solution for small business. So you can see it's hit all the points that I've mentioned in my prompt, which is a really important thing to notice, because without context in the prompt, Collab AI, or matter of fact, any AI, is going to have a really difficult time assisting you in a way that you find valuable. So the more information that you're able to add, the better the responses that you get will be. And if we look, it says, I hope this message finds you well. My name is George. I'm a product manager. So you can see it knows me. It knows my designations. And it also knows that I want to create an outreach email. So you see it's keeping that friendly yet professional tone. And this is what I mean when I say that people in SJI are saving 40 to 60 minutes per day using this service. 2 years ago, an email of this sort would take you anywhere from 5 to 7 to 10 minutes. And we've just now done it in a matter of 3. And that's being generous. Because, once you get really good at prompt writing, it'll take you less and less time to create the prompts that return you the kind of valuable answers that you want. So as you can see, it's given the highlights, it's created the email, and it's also provided my Calendly link along with a signature. And all of that is done just through the personalizing of the account. Now, let's look at some other features of Collab AI and why it is the perfect tool for small businesses and teams alike to use and find great value in. With Collab AI, you're able to see the usage, but what does that even mean? So let's start with users. With Collab AI, using just one API key, you're able to create this your self-hosted version of this product, and with that you can then add users, and these users are not just for work. It could be for any sort of organization that you're part of. You're now able to add your users just like this. The interface is very simple and very intuitive and easy to use. You can add your users here, see them pop up here, and then you can also track to see the usage that you're getting each month. That's one of the biggest reasons I feel that a lot of the small businesses that we're helping is getting a lot of value out of Collab AI, because you're able to create multiple user accounts and each user instance is all by itself, meaning that if I'm creating a user, I don't get to go into their profile and see what they're doing. Everything that they do is private and sequestered into their user. So those are just some of the very basic tools that we have to offer for Collab AI. And in our future episodes, we want to explore more. So today we've seen just how to set up the account and essentially go about and testing out features. We've tried out adding users, we've tried seeing the usage, as well as adding your personal profile information. From here, you can also see another reason why Collab AI is the perfect tool for small businesses. From here, you're able to edit, which allows you to add and take away keys. So you're able to change the OpenAI keys so that if you have any issues regarding your OpenAI account and you need a new API key, or there's an API key that's been compromised, you can change that and update with just a few clicks of a button. You're also able to gauge between the temperature. You can also select many token options. We also allow for variance in the top P, frequency, and presence penalties. And that's something we'll cover a little bit more in our future episodes. Currently, we also have settings for DALL-E, Flux, so you can generate images with Collab AI. We're also working on third-party app integrations, some of which we'll look at right now. The ones that we currently have are for Google Drive, Firecrawl, and Flux. This is something we'll explore in more depth in a future episode. For now, let's go back to creating some more content. So let's say I'm a small business and I need to create a job posting. Or a graphic designer. So, something as simple as creating a job description and a job post. This could have taken someone at least 15 minutes to do, but here, as you can see, this prompt took me less than a minute, and now I have all of this. So it's not to say that I'm just going to copy and paste this into whatever job posting I'm doing, but this has now given me this whole playground of ideas, meaning I can now go through each of this, and let's say I find one part of it to be really good, but then I think the ending is a little weak. I can easily keep what I like and change maybe this last part I'm not a big fan of. So we'll take this out. But now we've gotten all of that in under a minute. So think about all the time that you can save in your day-to-day work experience for any small business where you need to send something out, or you need to create some sort of B2B content, or you need to create something, a report. You now have the ability to at least create your first draft using AI. Once you've done that, you can definitely, and it's very likely recommended, that you go through and check what the AI has provided and make sure that it's to your liking. Because the AI will sometimes give you something that, it might not be correct, or it might not be something that the direction you're trying to go. So it is always up to you to review the work that the AI is doing so that you can then provide better context, better everything, so that you get the kind of results that you want. And lastly, always, always, always feel free to reach out to either myself or anyone here at SJI if you have any concerns, questions, or you just need to know how to do certain things using AI, and we're always here and we're always happy to help. Thank you so much for coming and joining me for episode 1 of the Small Business series. I'll see you next week.